Welcome back to Life Lessons. My name's Harry Fraher, and I thought, seeing as we're all cooped up in our houses, we could get a bit creative and show you some card games. The first one I'm going to show you is a game called Card Smash. There are 52 playing cards in a pack, and with this pack, each of the suits has a different colour, which makes it easier for this game. So spades is white, blue is hearts, red is diamonds, and yellow is clubs. We've got our shuffle pack of cards here, and the way you play Card Smash is you deal out 4 cards in front of you with your pack facing down. So look at your 4 cards, and if you have 2 or more cards of the same suit, then the lowest card can be put in our discard pile. So in here we have 2 matching diamonds, and the lowest card is the 3 of diamonds. So we can take the 3 out and pop it in our discard pile. So there's no other matching suits, so we redeal another 4 cards, filling in the gap. And if you can see here, there's 2 cards on top of each other. We can't take out the back card because we can only touch the top cards. Now look at your 4 top cards again and look for a matching suit. And here we have a 10 of spades and a queen of spades. The queen is higher than the 10, so we can take the 10 off, pop it in our discard pile. Now look at your 4 cards again and look for another matching suit. We can see there's the 6 of spades and the queen of spades again. So we can take the 6 of spades off because the queen is larger. Now we've created a gap so we can move one of our top cards into that gap. Now think about when you're moving very carefully, because if I move the 6 across, that is my go over because I have no matching pairs. But if you think and you move your queen across, now I've got another matching pair and I can discard the lowest card. So now you can see there's no matching pairs, so we'll redeal. Oh, so this is a good one. So we have 2 sets of pairs. So we have 2 sets of hearts and 2 sets of spades. So same rules apply. Let's go for the spades first. It's the lowest card, which is this 3. We discarded. So a quick chat on numbers. For this game, the order goes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, jack, queen, king, and then ace. So in this game, the ace is the highest number. In other games, the ace could be the lowest. Depends. So here we have a 2, so the ace is highest. So you take 2, put it in the discard pile. Now we have an extra set of pairs. So we have 2 sets of spades, the lowest number again, the 8 will be discarded. Now we have another set of pairs. We have the 4 and the ace. Ace is highest, so we will move the 4 out. And now we have a gap, so we would put our top card into the gap. So now that I've moved the ace up here, the aim of the game is to get all 4 aces at the top here with no cards below them. So now we'll just keep laying down the cards and keep discarding them until we can try and get all the aces up the top. And that is Card Smash. The next game is Crazy Eights. So this is a game of 2 or more players, and it's similar to a game that might sound like 1 in French. I'll let you figure that one out. From a shuffle pack, we'll deal 8 cards to each player. And then we'll pop the pack into the middle. That's your pick-up pile. And then we'll turn over the top card, and you look at your cards. The aim of the game is to get rid of all of the cards that are in your hand. So the player to the left of the dealer always starts, and you'd look at the laid down card and see if you have any cards that match either the suit or the number. So my partner would be looking for a 5 or a clubs, or in this case a yellow or a 5. So if we look at his pack, normally you would keep your cards concealed so your opponent can't see them, but for the purpose of this video, we'll show them. In this case, you can see my opponent doesn't have a 5, but he has 4 yellows, so he'll have to lay one of them down. So it's now my turn, and I would look at the top card that my opponent placed, and I I would have to be looking for either a 3 or a clubs. As you can see, I have no yellows or clubs, but I am left with this 3. So I can place that 3 down onto the other 3. If you've laid down a card, then there's no reason to replace it from the face down. Don't forget, the aim of the game is to lose all your cards. So now it's back to my opponent's turn, and you can see he doesn't have any 3s, but he does have a spades or white, so he can lay that down. So now it's back to me, and I could either lay down a 10 or a spades or white, and I think I'm going to lay down the 10, changing it back to red. Now it's back to my opponent's turn. He doesn't have a 10 or a red now, so he would have to pick up from the face down pile. If he looks at his card, if it is a red or a 10, he could lay down that card immediately. If it wasn't a card that he could have played immediately, then he would keep it in his pack, in his hand, and he would not pick up any other cards. But on this occasion, luckily, he could play it. And that shows you how the game works. So you just keep on laying down, picking up the cards until one of you loses all of your cards, and that is the winner. Last card game for today is Go Fish. Again, this is a 2 or more player game, and we're using a full shuffle pack, and we'll deal 7 cards per person. So I've talked about a shuffle pack a lot, and all that means is just that the cards are in a random order. There are many ways of shuffling the packs, all fancy and stuff like that. I'm not very good at it, so I just do it quick, easy. Well, some that side, some this side, some that side, some this side. If you do that a couple of times through the pack, maybe 4 or 5 times, then your pack will be nicely shuffled. As I said, 7 cards per person for Go Fish. With the rest of these cards here, we'll lay them out randomly into the middle here, all face down. So it will end up looking like a pond of cards that we go fishing in, hence the name Go Fish. So look at your cards, and the aim of the game is to get a set of 4 numbers and then lay them in the middle in front of you. In this example, I've ordered my cards so that the matching cards that I have are in order. So I've got 2 7s here and 2 queens here. So I've been started off with a pretty good pack. Because I only had 2 of the numbers, then I would have to ask my opponent to see if they had any of my cards. I could say, give me all my 7s. He would look at his pack, see if he had any 7s. If he did, he would give all of his 7s to me, but if he didn't, then I would have to fish in the pack to find some more. Because I took a card from my opponent, it would be my turn again. If I hadn't got to take a card, then I would have to take out only 1 card from the pile, and the person I asked would have to say Go Fish, and it would be then their turn. Because I'm only playing with 1 other person, I know that I've now got all of his 7s, because he's given me them all. So now I would logically ask him for all of his queens. So I say logically because you might have forgotten, if we looked at our cards at the start, I had 2 queens, so I would ask for queens so that I could get a higher chance of getting a pack. So if you didn't have any other pairs in here, you could just pick one of your cards at random. So you'd have to have at least 1 card to ask for more cards, so say you'd have to have a 2 to ask for more 2s, or you'd have to have a 6 to ask for more 6s. So gimme all your queens. So he's looking at his pack. Does he have any queens? So he doesn't have any queens, so he would tell me to go fish.
Go fish.
So I will now delve my hand in the fishing pond and see what my card is. If you pick out what you asked for, then that's very lucky. But in this case, I got a king. So if I look at my pack, I have a king here. So I'll put that king with that other one. And next time, seeing as I already asked him and he didn't have any queens, I would ask him probably for my kings. But now it's their go, and this is how the game will continue until you've fished out all of the cards and you've laid down all of the packs that you have of 4 of the same numbers. So that's the game finished. We've got all the cards from the pond, and I have managed to collect 6 packs of 7s, queens, kings, 6s, etc, etc. And my opponent has managed to gather 7 packs. So he or she would be the winner. Don't forget, it's just a game. Thanks for watching the life lessons. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you next video. Stay safe.